Back at you with another video from 80's Nut.
What do I have for you today? Today we have the Sony D15 Discman. Great little unit. But this one is to Hauser, the BMX man. He said, why don't you make any videos with units that have damage? Do you have any units that don't look like they've never been used? And I said, yes I do. And I purposely chose this one, even though I have the same model, probably 3 or 4 of these ones, but I purposely chose this one because I actually use this one, and this one is not in the best of conditions. So this is for you. Okay, if you look here, you could see damage. Trying to think how that ended up that way, but I've had this thing pretty much forever, and I use the living heck out of it. This is the clamshell case that it's in. It does have a carrying Sony shoulder strap with the Sony logo. I don't know who would actually want to jog or walk around in this, as it has absolutely no shock absorbance. So it would skip. It would skip like crazy, and it wasn't intended for that. But maybe if you're just carrying it around without actually playing it. Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. This is, like I said, the clamshell case. This is actually a very hard protective case to come by. That's the lock that keeps it in the case. And put this away. That's what the unit looks like. Very slim, compact, extremely heavy for its size. You can truly feel the quality, and not just look at it and know that this unit is aesthetically pleasing. It's a really good looking deck, and you can tell that it's quality, but you can actually feel it from, they used to say, from the weight. And this one is definitely one of those. The unit has a number of cool features. The backlit LCD display, all of the touch feather controls on here. The hold button, which is pretty standard on any of the Discman units, so that way you don't bump into any of the buttons. Wow, you're taking it on a jog. Yeah, sure. But that's what that does. It kind of bypasses all of the controls, so you don't accidentally push one of them if you don't need to. The remote jack is actually for a small adapter that you would plug in, so you can, it's like a little IR remote adapter. This unit did not come with a remote. In fact, almost all of the series did not come with remotes. At the time, you could purchase a remote separately for it, and the remote would come. It's actually a long stick-looking remote that looks like what you would have for a home CD player from Sony, or their old school, what is that, the 14-inch Trinitron Sony tube TV. It had a remote that looked pretty much identical to it. But you'd have the little adapter would plug into the side here, and that would have the IR, and then you'd be able to control it. But you have all the features that you need. All the controls on this unit are right on it, so you wouldn't need the remote in most cases. It has your phone jack there for your headphones. But a really cool feature at the time was the output. It has a jack there for your audio out, and you would be able to hook up your RCA jack to your receiver and be able to listen to CD play. And this was at a time when most guys had cassette players with their home audio systems, and they were thinking, okay, well, I can either purchase a home CD player, and then I wouldn't be able to use it on the go, or I can purchase this high-end unit here, has output, and I would be able to hook it up to my home receiver, and I'll have a CD player at home and a CD player on the go when I need it. And that's exactly what so many people were using this, hooked up to their receivers at home with their amplifiers. In many cases, people were actually putting them on the on their speakers, and the large speakers would cause vibration, and the units would skip. And yeah, that's okay. So this one here is 1988, made in Japan. Has a small. These are actually power contacts, so you'd be able to hook up a larger battery for longer longevity than the battery that it actually uses, which is here. Let's see if I can open this up. Okay. And it has the actual battery door is aluminum too. There is your Sony Discman battery. And they pretty much everything they handled at that time they thought of, and they didn't have to make the battery so good looking, but they did, and they gave it all the polished stainless accents, and even the sticker is really pretty looking or good looking. Hey, I don't use the word pretty. Okay, so your battery would go there, and let's open this bad boy up. That's what it looks like on the inside. Sticker there that says, "Never touch the lens." I touched the lens. Across the beams, Ray. Okay, that's I think pretty much it in a nutshell. It does have a jack for your power, but I think that's it for this unit. Doesn't have all the bells and whistles that you can imagine, nor were they going after that. This is like a Rolls Royce at the time. They built something to do a job, and no need for all the other crazy, useless crap. And this does a job really well. Like I've said in other videos, it's like Macintosh. You don't get all of the glitter and glam that is unnecessary. Macintosh builds one hell of a unit, and heck, I think they're aesthetically pleasing too. It's as gorgeous as they come. So anyway, if you like the video, please thumbs up and subscribe. It would definitely help. Until next time, 80's Nut out.